Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start lesson 4. Today lesson will go through LO4, learning outcome 4. As you know me, my name is Anjum Satar. If you have any question, please always ask, drop me email. Today lesson key focus will be learning outcome 4. Just 1 second, I'll share with you and we'll go through. Hope so you can see the slide. Let's please. Can you see the slide? Okay. So today lesson LO4 is which is be able to plan, develop human resource strategies. So during our lesson 1, we discuss about what is the management, why management is important. We discuss about different model of management. We went through VRIO model. We discuss RBV, resource based view, and we discuss about how we can make plan. We discuss about missions, value, objective. We had a discussion about what is meant by strategic planning, long-term plan, and today lesson will go through develop human resource strategy. So today lesson first we will discuss about what is a culture. A culture is mean norms, value. So we carry on using the term think globally, act locally. An organization culture define the proper ways to behave within an organization. This culture consists of shared beliefs, values established by leaders and then communicate and reinforce through the various methods, ultimately shaping implies perception, behaviors, understanding human resource planning, and ensure the best fit between employees and the job, avoiding manpower shortage or surplus. So 4.1 we have uh, assessment criteria critically analyze the impact of an organization's strategy, structure, culture on management of human resource. So at the deepest level, an organization culture is based on the values derived from the basic assumption about following. We can look around the human nature. Are the people inherently good? Are the bad? Are mutualable? Are imputable? Proactive or reactive? And these are the basic assumption leads to the belief about how the implies customer suppliers should interact and how should be managed. So we need to be think about human resources most important asset in any organization is the HR and human resource. People are the most important asset. So we need 3 M's: manpower, money, and material. But the most important asset in any organization is the manpower. The organization relationship to its environment. How does the organization define the business and constituents? Yes, which is constitutes, which we can look around and appropriate, emotion. When the emotion should the people be encouraged to express, and which one should be provided. So that's we can look around effectiveness. So we can use different effectiveness. If you hitting the basic benchmark or KPI, we can say is a very effective because meeting the basic cost. What matrices should be whether the organization and the individual or the component are doing well, and organization will be effective. And only when culture is supported by an appropriate business strategies and structure that is appropriate for both the business and the desired culture. That's which we can look around. Okay. Organization culture can be manifest itself and in variety of ways, including leading behaviors, communication style, internally distributed, the manage messages which we need to be make sure the message is clear, concise, corporate celebration, and given the culture which we can look around consists of elements. It's not surprising the term of describing the culture. Culture means norms, value. That's why we use the term think globally, act locally. So surprising that the term describe the such specific culture, and widely some commonly used term describing the culture include aggressive, customer focused, innovative, fun, ethic, research driven, technology driven, yes, and family friendly and risk taking. Because of the culture is difficult to define, organization may have a trouble to maintain the consistencies in the messages about the culture. Employees may be find difficult to identify and communicate about the perceived culture inconsistencies because sometimes culture not consistent. So we have a clear compliance procedure in place in our organization. So factor that shape the organization culture is the private sector companies want to grow and increase the revenue. Of course, we want to grow, accelerate, and increase the revenue. So most strive to the team oriented and to demonstrate concern for others. The most are driven and rather than relaxed because they are competing for the dollars and the market shares. We can look around what is organization strategy, and organizational strategy is the sum of actions other company intend to take, achieve long-term goals. Together these actions make up company's strategic plan. So strategic planning plans are take at least a year to complete and required involvement of all the company's level. The organization strategy is the starting point toward the future direction of organization. We make the strategy for the business. Human resource management, organization, and strategy is quite, so we have to our HR strategy and overall corporate strategy need to be work together to achieve the organization. Leadership of the organization also need the visionary to achieve the growth and the pace, and the leader implies achieve the organizational objective, and also leadership is an organization determine the organization culture. Unless the leadership promote dynamic culture within an organization, ensure the participation all implies toward achieving the organization objective. It may be difficult for the organization to achieve. What the organization structure? So we can look around organization structure can be tall structure, it can be like a CEO of the company, and then we have many subordinate, and that's can be decentralized and centralized the flat organization structure, few big bosses and then few layers in the organization. If metric organization structures stay the same, it can be project, which is carry on chaining project A, B, C, and that's type of organization structure are also project organization structure. So organization structure define the activities such as the task allocation, coordination, chain of command, which we can look around who's responsible for what. So the organization strategy, structure, and culture is the significant impact on human resource. So we can look around HR strategies. Yes, so we can move to look around HR. Cost leadership, one of the important generic strategy, cost leadership. Efficiency, stability, cost control. Long HR planning horizon required, build the skills existing implies, job implies, and we can look around, promote, the from within extensive training and a hire and train specific capability. Differentiation, growth, innovation, decentralization, shorter HR planning horizon. We can look around the HR capabilities and broad, more flexible job. External staffing, less training, hire, and train the staff. So these strategies we can use it. So strategic management, which we can look around the cultural factors. Culture is composed of the societal factors affecting the values, belief, and action, power distance, equality among the implies, individualism, people like, to act individual or the group, masculinity. These are given by the Hofstadter, which is work for IBM, and we give the dimension of different dimension of the culture. Uncertainty, avoidance, resistant to change, and the long-term orientation values and the short-term, which we can look around. HR management played a significant role in several dimensions for organization effectiveness, which we can look around the organization productivities and the financial contribution, return on implied return on investment. That is a crucial, for anyone. Any question? So, okay, so we can look around the service quality, and service quality leads to customer satisfaction, and customer satisfaction lead to the customer loyalty, and we need to be make sure we need to be make we need to be make Okay, guys. So what we can do, we can look around the service quality, customer service quality leads to the customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction leads to the customer loyalty, and then we can make the partner in the business if we have, So we have Charles Handy, which in 1932, very famous author, and gave, in organization can be four culture, power, role, task, and personal culture. And in 4.2, we can look around the develop a structure and the relevant and comprehensive, HR strategy. In any organization, human resource strategy is essential for achieving organization objective. Ensure the organization has the sufficient resources to achieve its goal. We have enough staff, so that's why the most important strategy which we can look around HR, because you need the right person for the right job at the right place with the right cost at the right time, so that with the right skill. So that is very crucial. So first, effective strategy must be clearly defined, to ensure that no ambiguities, which we need to be clear and focus, agendas and define, the time frame, and depends on the nature of the business and industry which we are doing business. And then we have outline, HR strategy must have the appropriate framework, incorporated organization cultures and values, and we can look around organization structure. We have various other authors really well highlighted and pointed out that there are the central point need to be kept in mind while formulating the HR strategy. First, strategy must be kept, practical and close the business and ensure the business can relate, and the strategy for the perspective of their daily work engagement. And secondly, the differentiation must be done, identify the talent and the position and critical for the business, and this means, the jobs segregate and important. And thirdly, we need effectively monitoring system in place in the organization, their processes and well managed. So this is we being given a on one of the company which is quite British multinational corporation, risk management, instant, reinsurance and brokerage and the human resource, the solution they provide. They look around the conduct of the enterprise, they look around the identify the HR leaders need to be well aware of, develop, these and enable, project management and all, and link to the HR and overall organization objective. Clearly communication strategy need to be in place accordingly that will help, to achieve its objective of as an organization. So HR strategy can be contextualized. Then we have as does business strategy is the central our mission and the purpose and the values which we need to be make sure HR strategy in line with overall the business job recruitment as they plan to create, 112,000 new jobs, uh, which we look at 113,160 middle level managers, and Walmart owned, 41,100 staff were affected by restructuring and create 5,670 immediate new role. So then sometimes, restructuring also create a new job. Then we have a critically monitor the effectiveness of human resource. Critically planning and control as they work together. So we effective human resource management is monitored by studying the entire HR process. So job description to the job recruitment, HR advert and planning all, which we can look around overall in a HR balance scorecard. Don't always, which is quite good, which is given by the Norton Kaplan. The publish the model is quite good. We not look one perspective, we look many perspectives. Benchmarking and performance indicator, staff turnover percentage who leave during the period, labor productivity per person, productivity, absentees, how many people are. Organization performance is the process of which we measure the goal. We look around HR activities in a greatest opportunity for directly impact the business success. So we can look around HR reputation. HR need to be create and install a robust performance management. So always good to be try to be 360-degree appraisal, different appraisal system which is fit for purpose. The opportunity to develop the line manager skill and being. So we have a coaching and mentoring in place in the organization. That's quite crucial. A critical part of the process is a robust performance review process and feedback. And feedback is a feed forward system need to be in place. And the third element is the personal development. Because we'll do the CPD and we keep the record, identify the strength or the area of development, not weaknesses. We can say area of development which individual need to be developed. Balanced scorecard model is quite performance management monitoring approach, help organization to ensure and balance across the various areas which we can look around skills in all areas which is required to be achieved and resources need to be allocated. Benchmarking is the process of incorporating the leading practices of industrial activities within the specific context of organization. Human resource management benchmarking done by the stay updated with the larger trend of the performance. Use tool and technique benchmarking to remuneration across different skill set, experience level, or you have a skill metrics which can be used and measure it. HR trends such as a HR system which we need to be performance indicator in the majority of organization assessment of performance implies it done based on the fixed performance indicator. Like we can look around the productivity per employee, we can look around return every pound you spend. So these are different the measures in different industries. We can this help the employees to break down the expectation into the quantitative measures. Quantitative mean numbers where we can measure the performance, work towards achieving them. In addition, it helps manager to evaluate the employee defined. So if the people not living, so maybe we can look around the recruitment selection policies, which is quite crucial. Implies retention, all implies lost job, retirement, maternities, unsuitabilities. What we have turnovers implies retention ability. The implies to convince, the implies remain in the business. Ways of improve the implied effective recruitment and training, recruit right person for the right job, do all can you keep the best employees and train and motivate, and we can provide competitive salaries, incentive, job in enrichment, reward and staff loyalty, which we can look around factor influence the productivity, extend quality, fixed asset, equipment and IITs. We can look around skills and ability and motivation, method of production and external factor reliability and supply. We can look around the labor productivity formula. We can use it the output per period, how many unit, the number of implies work at a week, or the per week, or the per hours. So what we can generate per person. So that's quite good to measure. That can be look around tackling the absentees, because that understand the causes, set the target and monitoring, have a clear sickness absence policy, provide reward of the good attendance, and consider the wider issues implies motivation. So that was the key in our lesson today. We discussed about the role of HR and we discuss about culture. So please, culture mean norms, values. So we can look around Hofstede, the cultural dimension. That's good too. And we discuss about handy cultural dimension, which we can look around other model cultural web. If you want portrait diamond model, can be yes, we can look around and explore. We have these are different model, or if you type cultural management and Kaplan, that's quite good to review, and which you can use it that is to look around. Okay, guys, that was the key. HR strategies need to be contextualized with the overall organization strategy. So these are the reference we use. Anybody any question from? Yes, yes. Okay, so today we cover our LO4, which we cover be able to plan, develop human resource strategy, and we discuss about cost leadership, cost focus, differentiation focus, how we can and what basis we can, HR strategy, which is linked with the overall strategy. That was all. Thanks for attending and hope we'll speak you during our next lesson. Thank you. Bye bye.